begin with that shocking dismissal of all charges against the U.S. Open tennis ref accused of murdering her husband. It all happened Friday, and we're going to hear from Lois Goodman in just a moment. Take a look first at her incredible story.
Case gets dismissed and bond is exonerated.
That smile from Lois Goodman says it all.
I've always maintained my innocence, and I'm just thrilled to get back to my life.
The 70-year-old grandmother was arrested for murdering her 82-year-old husband. Friday, those charges were dismissed due to insufficient evidence.
We announced that we are unable to proceed with the case at this time.
It is an amazing day for justice and for Miss Goodman. She has gone through hell with this case.
Goodman was arrested in her referee's uniform last August, just days before the U.S. Open. Police said she had bludgeoned her husband to death with a coffee mug in their L.A. home, then stabbed him with the broken pieces.
We located the coffee mug in several pieces at the crime scene.
In her tennis career, Goodman has sparred with John McEnroe, earned an apology from Andre Agassi after he questioned a call. And in this case, her story never wavered. She claimed her husband suffered a heart attack and then fell down the stairs. Lois even passed a lie detector test. And this morning, Lois Goodman is free. And we are joined now by Lois Goodman, along with her attorneys, Allison Treasel and Robert Sheehan. Thanks to you all for coming in. And Lois, I can only imagine what was going through your mind on Friday.
I was so happy, elated. I can't tell you.
Surprised?
Oh, gosh. Well, it came earlier than I thought it would, but I always knew that somehow justice would be served and my name would be cleared.
But the whole experience must have been so surreal. You're arrested in your ref's uniform.
Yeah.
Coming to New York, you spend days in Rikers Island. What was that like?
It's horrible. Dark and dingy, and it was depressing, terribly, and in the cell for 23 hours out of 24, and hard.
Accused of murder.
Nothing to do. Yeah. Couldn't believe it.
And now, Mr. Sheehan, the prosecutors have said insufficient evidence. Do you understand how it got this far?
It got out of hand. The prosecutors corrected it. All the credit goes to the LADA's office.
Lois, what do you think happened to your husband?
I wasn't there, poor thing. I beat myself up all the time. If I'd been at home, I could have helped him. But I wasn't. And it's just hard for me to realize that he's gone. I miss him.
Have you had the chance to grieve?
No, they never allowed that. They were just on my case from the beginning.
Do you have any sense of how this could all happen?
I was shocked, and the last thing I ever thought was that I would ever get arrested, especially in New York. How can they arrest me? I didn't do anything.
And then to have all these stories about you written up in the newspaper, it must have felt like it was happening to another person.
Yes. I can't believe it. I see my name in the newspaper, and I see clips on the news.
Can you address those charges that were made, the possible motives that were set out, possible affair, things like that?
We knew before we'd even met her, but when we had met with her family, and they were unwavering that she didn't do this, we knew we had to get to the bottom of it, and pretty quickly, because she was in custody. And, there was this idea that she was having an affair was preposterous and ridiculous.
And after living an entire life with nothing like this ever said about you, I sit here and think, my goodness, how can someone possibly cope with that?
I didn't have a choice. You either give up or you stay strong. My kid said to me, Mom, I never realized you had so many friends. and I've met people all over the world, from the officiating that I've done. And I got an email from one of them. They said, it was during the U.S. Open. We're behind you. We believe that you would never do anything like that.
This case was dismissed without prejudice. That means charges could still be brought in the future?
There won't be.
No question?
No question.
So where do you go from here?
I want to go back to work. I miss my friends. I miss being on the court.
Well, we'll be watching for you on the court. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all for coming in this morning.
Thank you.
Sam?